Good morning. A Face in the Dark is the story written by the famous writer Ruskin Bond. Today, let me tell you the brief summary of the story A Face in the Dark, which is taken from the treasure trove of 10th standard ICSE. The main character in this story is Mr. Oliver. Mr. Oliver is an Anglo-Indian teacher who was working in the school, English public school in the outskirts of Simla, which is situated on a hill station. It was the most reputed school, very famous, and the Life magazine has mentioned the name of the school as Eton of the East. Eton of the East. What is the meaning of Eton of the East? It's very important to know, because here Eton is the most reputed school which is situated in Berkshire, UK. And this Eton is a school where the students from the most affluent families, that is the wealthy families, studied there. They wore very nice uniforms like the ties, caps, blazers, etc. They were from the wealthy background. Even the school which is situated in Simla on the hill station is also like that, Eton, which is situated in Berkshire. That is the meaning of the phrase Eton of the East. So this particular school, which is situated in Shimla on the hill station, is mentioned as Eton of the East. It was the most famous school, and our teacher Mr. Oliver was working there for several years. And from this school, there was Simla Bazaar. Since it is situated in Simla or Shimla, but here in the textbook it is given as Simla, we will take the same word. So the Simla Bazaar was located 3 miles away from this particular school, which is run on the public school basis, where all the students studied in the English medium. Here also the students wore the nice blazers, the expensive uniforms, the caps, ties, etc. That's what given in the lesson. Now there was a Simla Bazaar 3 miles away from this residential school. All the cinemas, restaurants, everything was situated in this bazaar. People from the school, they used to visit the Simla Bazaar. But when they returned to the school premises, there was a shortcut which used to run through the pine forest. But people did not use that particular shortcut road. They used to stay connected to the main road. So what is the reason behind it means, when the people used to walk in that pine forest, when the wind blew with a great speed, the pine trees used to make a kind of sad, eerie sound due to wind, the force of the wind. So because of that eerie sound, which was very creepy in nature, people used to get scared of that. So nobody used to go through that road. So once it so happened, our teacher, Mr. Oliver, who was the Anglo-Indian teacher, he just went to Simla Bazaar. It was already evening, and he was returning to the school premises. But he was not at all nervous. He was a very courageous man, Oliver. So he was not at all imaginative, or he was nervous at all. He, instead of taking the main road, he was going through the shortcut road, that is, which had all the pine trees. And there was a torch in his hand. He was just walking. It was already getting dark. and that light, the gleam, the word used here is gleam, means the ray of light from his torch was falling on all the pine trees. Oliver was just walking, and when he was walking, the battery, of course, the battery in his torch was just running down, and the light of the torch was falling on different trees. Suddenly, the light fell on a rock, and when he saw, a small boy, he was sitting on the rock and he was crying. Oliver saw that boy. He was just surprised. It was already dark. The school students were not supposed to roam around in such area during that time. So he had some concern for that boy. He came near that boy and he just went. First he had anger. Why this boy is seated here at this time, and why he has come out of the school. So though he was angry in the beginning, later his anger changed to concern, and he just came near that boy. And how was that boy looking? That boy was seated on the rock, and he was wearing the cap, and he just closed his face with both the hands like this, and his head was hung down. Oliver was not able to see the face of that boy. His face was totally covered with his hands. Oliver came near him and questioned him. "Boy, what are you doing?" The boy did not answer. He was sobbing. He was just weeping. It was a kind of silence weeping. The boy was, Oliver had a kind of unusual distress kind of feeling. Very uneasy he was feeling looking at that boy. But still he questioned him. He wanted to know why the boy was crying so silently. It was a silent weeping. A different kind of sound he was able to make out from that boy. So he questioned him. The boy did not answer. Still he was sobbing. Once again the Oliver questioned him. "Boy, why are you crying? Tell me your trouble. What is the problem? Just look up." So he just kept on telling him, "Look at me." He started questioning that boy again and again. Now the boy slowly removed his cap and looked at Mr. Oliver. Oliver was shocked to see that boy, because if you were able to call the face of that boy as a face, you will wonder. There was no eyes, there was no nose, there was no mouth at all. The whole face of that boy was just a lump of round flesh with a cap on that. See, for any others, the day would have been ended there. But for our hero, Mr. Oliver, it did not stop there. He was so nervous, so very nervous. He got so scared. Anybody would be scared for that matter if they come across such a scene. So now he just started running with the torch in his hand. He was holding the battery of the torch was just running out. He just went on and on. He doesn't know he is running through the pine forest helter and skelter. When he was running like that, gasping for his breath. Gasping, you might be knowing the meaning. Very difficult to breathe when we run too very fast. He was gasping for his breath, and some distance he might have run. He was able to see the light of a lantern swinging in the middle of the road. And now, after running so much, he got so tired and he tumbled down. He fell down. And he was able to see the watchman of the school. Watchman of the school had the lantern in his hand. You know the meaning of lantern. In the olden days and all, they used to have this lantern with the light in it. It was with swinging in his hand. He was having the lantern, and that watchman questioned Mr. Oliver. Sir, why are you running like this? Is there any accident? He questioned. Mr. Oliver replied, I saw something. It was very weird. I saw a boy without face, without nose, without eyes, without mouth. It was very strange. I saw that boy. He was not able to express also, but he was just telling. Immediately, the watchman, he just took the lantern and he was holding it near his face. He lifted the lantern from his hand and he was holding it near his face. Was it like this, Sahib? He questioned Mr. Oliver. Mr. Oliver looked at the face of the watchman. It was same like the boy, without eyes, without nose, without mouth. It was so very scary. It was just a lump of round ball of moss without any features on that. That was the time when the wind blew with high speed and the light of the lamp was just put off. Students, here ends the story of a face in the dark. Of course, the story has got this tinge of supernatural elements in that, with the creepy flavor also. But it's a very interesting story because many times when I go for correction for ICSE evaluation and all, most of the students, they choose facing the dark question answers and they get full marks of course. So I know Merchant of Venice is very difficult for you, and I will be starting those lessons also later. For today, this is the summary about a face in the dark. Thank you, children. Bye.